Good evening, everyone. Today I'm very happy to stand here and share my opinions about the reason why the activities of multinational corporations should be regulated. My presentation is going to have three main points. The first main point is multinational often take the money from the local banks instead of using their own money. They also can edge out the domestic firm by competing together in the market. And finally, they hardly care about the problem of environment. Now let's start with my first main point. Multinational often take the money from the local banks. People often think that when a multinational comes into a nation, they bring the money from their own countries. However, it's not always true. Statistics show that 30% of the multinational funds come from the local banks. This can lead to many disadvantages to the government. For example, the government cannot have enough money to invest in other projects, or they can't have money to give to the operations of local companies. And that's what the first reason. Now move to the second reason. I would say that the multinational can edge out the domestic firm by competing in the local market. As we all know, multinational have a great deal of money and many modern technologies. Therefore, they can produce the products of high quality with low cost. Therefore, people tend to buy their products instead of buying the products of the local ones. This can lead to many disadvantages. I would mention one. For example, when the markets will be dominated by the multinational and many local firms will go bankrupt. What happens when a market is dominated? Yes, of course, the government cannot have any profit and the economy will become dependent and costs go down. That was the second reason. The last thing I want to tell you about is that multinational hardly care about the environment issues. They often say that I have paid money to protect the environment, but remember that money cannot deal every problem. I will take one example. When a multinational polluted the water and the water become dirty, people living around this area cannot have enough clear and clean water in their daily life. They have to use dirty water and they can have any disease. Moreover, many dangerous illness can be created and it can spread over a big area very fast. This can harm many other people. Now, before conclusion, let me have you to take a look at what I have been mentioned in my talking. First, multinational take the money of the local banks. Secondly, multinational can edge out the domestic firm by competing in the local market. And finally, they didn't protect the environment. So that's why the activities of multinationals should be regulated as soon as possible. So we come to the end of my presentation, and thank you for your listening.